What's up, guys? It's Bad Comedian here. Just didn't know what to do today for content, so I'm doing a bit of a commentary. This is the first time I've actually done this, except for the podcast video, which admittedly just was formatted stupidly. So figured I'd give this a try. We're gonna be talking about mostly the channel, what I'm planning to do with it for the most part. It's been my history with like YouTube or whatever is super convoluted. I've changed my name many times. I've had many different ideas for what I wanted to do for content. I started YouTube as a child, and I was like just playing video games with my brother or whatever. I think I did a Minecraft Let's Play. This was back like when I was a kid, and I'm 19 now, so it's a relatively a long time ago. But the thing about like my YouTube is that I never really saw it as like, you know, a means to make money or anything. I guess at some point when I was a teenager I did, because I didn't, but the reason why I don't make like content like daily or whatever is just because I don't really care as much as most people would with YouTube. Like, it's cool every now and then, you know, making a video just because, you know, you're bored or whatever, and that's fun. I mean, the best videos I have are improv. That's where my creative aspect shines. So I don't really plan anything. I don't really go out and try and do anything. And the name Bad Comedian in itself is a euphemism. It's like it's supposed to be bad comedy, but the thing is that it's just so absurd and has no rationality behind it that you can't help but laugh, really. I mean, there's obviously some parts that just aren't funny, and I try to tune those out as much as possible because it's just not beneficial to my comedy style. But this channel is basically just comedy. It's basically just a platform for me to go out and say stupid stuff, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much what this channel is. I mean, I don't really think it'll be anything else other than that. If this like YouTube channel happens to get popular, I'd probably just like laugh. I'd be like, really? This fucking shit got popular? You guys like this shit? God. Learn to get some better fucking taste in content, you nerds. Jesus Christ. Like, I put barely any effort into this channel, and somehow a video of me, you know, just like making like shirtless with Jordan Peterson playing in the background and me just freaking out. Somehow that gets like 800 views or whatever. No, I think it was the KSI one. But yeah, it's content like that that really does, you know, make YouTube enjoyable for me. I'm also like, I think a good way to put it is that most people that are on the internet are unemployed or whatever, and they or they're like children, or they're like basically just not really doing a whole lot, and that's why they make content. I have a job. It's a pretty shit job universally, but at the moment I've actually got like a pretty good standing in it. I work at KFC, and yeah, it's not the best place to work, but most of the people there treat me decently. The pay is decent, and it allows me to keep my pension money, so that way I'm able to save up enough money. Also, YouTube might have to stop at some point, especially because I'm going to be moving again. That is what's going to happen, and at some point I'm going to go on a road trip with my friend. You know, you should know him. He's been in my videos before, James. I'm gonna buy a food truck. He's gonna have his car, and we're gonna go around Australia selling food. I might record our stuff about that. I might make a video about that, just to show you what I've been doing. But yeah, for the pretty much the whole fucking thing is just been busy for the most part. And I get like, if I really could, like, I could like pump out videos like no tomorrow, but like, come on, who really fucking has the time to like do that shit? Like, I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm not flipping Dream or like what's another controversial YouTuber. I'm not really. I just don't really care as much. It's just for fun. Like, YouTube is never meant to be something I do for money, and that's pretty much how it's always been for the most part, and I'm happy with that. I obviously, you know, when things come down to stuff, I will just, you know, release good content, and that's all I really want to do. I don't really give a fuck about like that sort of stuff. But yeah, I suppose like I mean, I'm like, I should also mention this, because it's probably important that you guys at least know this side of me, is that I'm not actually like a fucking like dumbass. Like I know I do a lot of dumb stuff. That's mostly just because my comedy is really absurd, and that is pretty much just like that's how I do shit. It's supposed to be just ridiculous, but for the most part, I actually do spend a lot of time just alone, thinking about stuff, thinking about my life, thinking about what makes me who I am, and all that shit. Like, it's helping me a lot, like in many different ways, realizing all this different stuff about me. And honestly, it's like, it's a bit complicated to explain, really, but it's like, how do I explain this? Like, people sort of like expect you to just sort of be either like they find you interesting or they don't. I'm more complicated than that. I'm more complicated than most different people, where if I was looking for like cheap like praise or that sort of stuff, I would just make the same videos I always make on you know, I make the same videos, like, you know, the ones where I do big reactions or whatever. If I wanted all those views, I would have done it. I would have done that, but it's not really the same, you know. I'd rather just live my life the way I've been living it. I don't really have any problems with the way I live. I'm building some stuff. I'm trying to lose weight. Believe me, I'm gonna lose weight eventually at some point when I figure out how to deal my overeating problem at night. And yes, I do have that. It's not that pleasant, to be real with you, but it's there. For the most part, I'm just like, I'm kind of baffled that people even watch this stuff, to be honest. Like, it's cool. It's cool that people are interested. But yeah, for the most part, I don't plan on ever changing the style of content of this channel. I don't ever plan on making it different or whatever. Obviously, it's going to evolve with time, because that's how all things work. With time comes change. But for the most part, this is what my YouTube channel is going to be. This is how it's going to remain, and if you guys want, also, I should mention this. I made a quick response to it, but like a long time ago. One of my videos, I think it was the Dreamburger one. I think I got like these kids from a high school I used to go to. I used to be known for beatboxing, and I fucking hate it when they ask me to beatbox, because it's just, they've been doing it for fucking like years at this point. Even though I'm not even in high school anymore, it's just kids, man. You know, they're fucking annoying, and like, for the most part, I just want to stay away from them, because they're just not They're not fun, you know? They're annoying, they're stupid, they don't have any real value, they don't really understand what it's like to have real human connections or anything. They're dumb. And that's by no means like, oh, I'm judging them for that. Like, they're just kids at the end of the day, but it's just something I can't associate myself with, you know? Because, like, it doesn't matter, like, how, like, cool, like, someone can be. If they're like a kid, that's like a dangerous territory to enter, because I'm literally just a young male, and I'm just like I couldn't imagine having like like it's already stretch enough hanging out with a 13-year-old, you know. I wouldn't go below that. Like, Jesus Christ. And the only I understand that you guys like you guys would be like, some people would even be like, no, you can't hang out with that, but that's just, it's not exactly easy because you don't always know, and I feel like it's an unrealistic standard to hold for yourself to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go away from absolutely everyone, because like, you're gonna talk to these people whether you like it or not. They're gonna come around, they're gonna be there, and getting rid of them when they've done absolutely nothing wrong is kind of stupid. But I always keep my distance from stuff like that, because it's obvious, like, it's not helpful. Oh, I've got, fuck. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at this game. Oh, I got him, thank God. Yeah, clueless. There we go. Mad milk that. But, for the most part, like, I guess it's just those. I'm just kind of done with that sort of stuff. This channel isn't meant to be cool or flashy. It's just meant to be comedy that I do, and that's, for the most part, what it's going to be forever. I don't really care about impressing anyone. I don't really care. And I understand that you guys like my content or whatever, but you gotta understand, I have more the same mindset as Schlatt does, you know, Jay Schlatt. That, you know, you guys are the audience, you know, I'm here to entertain you, that's it. That there's no extreme, you know, deep connection between us. That's a non-existent thing for me. And I think for the most part, you guys are just gonna have to accept that. Like, there's no real reason for any of the people that watch me to be friends with me for the most part, and the reason for that is just because they don't. Number one, I don't think they care, and number two, if they do care, they're going to heavily, you know, try and act like somebody they're not, because that's what people do when they meet someone they admire. They try to impress them, and that's the thing about me. You just can't impress me. I gotta be real with you. You can't. It's impossible. People have been doing that stuff to me, and I've picked it out, like, instantly. I'm too smart for that shit. For the most part, I'm just happy with how the YouTube channel is going so far. I mean, it's getting views, it's getting recognition. I'm happy with that. And it's gonna continue to go like that. It's gonna, maybe even at some point, I don't know, maybe it'll get famous. I don't know. It's not really the point. But, yeah, for the future of this channel, you can expect more uploads. I'm gonna come back and upload something every once in a while. I'm gonna not use music as much anymore. I tried using music for my previous video. Doesn't work. It, just muffles everything, makes it unwatchable. And I feel like most of you guys want to hear what I have to say anyways, for the most part. And, oh, yep. For the most part, like, I'm gonna do different types of content. I'm gonna, like, do hangouts with friends, all that stuff. You never really know. You never really know what I'm gonna come up with. But, yeah, I guess that's the end of the round, so that's where I end this video. Thank you guys for listening to me. If you've listened this far, you're a legend. And, yeah, thank you for your time.